Hey friends, I am trying something different. So this is going to be kind of an experimental video. I am in the process of downloading some video editing software, and I'm actually filming on my webcam and mic that I had or when I used to stream video games on Twitch. I don't want to use my phone for the primary bulk of making videos for YouTube. And the reason why is because, it takes up so much space, and I don't want to have to be in a position to where I have to delete things. I would like to have those if I need them, instead of like screen recording, like deleting them off my phone and then screen recording, like I have been doing. And I refuse to delete any videos of Apache or my dogs to clear space. So this is today's granny square. I'm not finished. I'm just going to continue to go around with the variegated yarn around and around, but it is monochromatic and gray tones. Let me turn on the light to see if we can. I've got multiple lights. Oh, maybe not. Let me turn this guy off. Let me try my Cricut light. This one can be adjusted. Look at Mozzarella in the background. She's like, what the hell are you doing? Mind your own business. Maybe do warm tone. That just made me look wrong. Anyway. This is today's. This is a work in progress. And I'll probably do maybe like 2 more rows. Hey, so it's Friday. It's September the 5th. And I was gonna add another border, like row border around this granny square, but I don't know if I want to. And I think somewhere in there, like, and I can always go back and redo it. It's like whatever. But because he's kind of warpy. Maybe he just needs to be blocked, but I kind of like him just with the teal border that I have going on. Because like, who's to say I can't have a granny square, whatever I plan on making, in all different sizes. Because I don't have a plan for this 30 days, like what I'm going to do with these granny squares. Here he is. Do you see how he's kind of like warpy? And I don't know if it's because of the shape. I think it's more so like I added maybe some stitches in this border, like 4 extra stitches, but he's cute. And I was thinking maybe I want to be like adventurous. That's not the correct word, but I think I want to do a vest with granny squares for Christmas and do this guy, maybe do some tapestry, like a tree. And then one of those swirly whirly guys, the one that I made on the 2nd or 3rd, but in Christmas colors, and maybe pick a 4th. So we shall see. So I did decide to redo it because he was too floppy. Listen, I did something wrong. And maybe this is a hot take amongst the granny square community, if that's a thing. My septum ring is bothering me. But if it's not, I just created it. Hi, we're now part of the granny square community if you like it. I don't like it when it's like a just solid straight up border up at the top. I don't like that. I like it to be like a distinct like hole, like, okay. But anyway, I did go ahead and add the both blues as I originally had planned. I need to sew in the tails. I'm like the worst, but again, like I don't have a plan for this. I might make them into a bag. So, I redid it. I took stitches out. He's beautiful. I don't know what these 2 yarns are. This came in a kit that my roommate ended up giving me like in 2020. She was gonna teach herself reteach herself how to crochet at that time, and then didn't. And then I got a hold of the yarn, so it's literally just like little tiny skeins. And then this was so beautiful. Like, it's gorgeous, right? Makes me think of candy, which is why I used it. So not like a traditional Halloween square, not a spoopy square. Just absolutely gorgeous confetti, maybe. And then I love my yarn. And then this is ivory. I love my yarn too. So Hobby Lobby, again. Not a fan of Hobby Lobby, but it is what it is. So What are you doing? Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Yes, I love you too. Okay. All right, old man. All right. All right. That's, oh man. I'm covered in. Hey guys. So it's Saturday. It's 9:14 a.m. on a Saturday. And I woke up super early this morning. I woke up actually like I was laying on my back and Mozzarella was laying on top of me, sleeping. And she is like a 70-pound puppy. And I couldn't breathe. And I have a memory foam mattress. I couldn't get her off me. So I was like, yeah. And I finally managed. I was like, oh, get off. Anyway, so I couldn't go back to sleep. And so I made today's Granny Square. I'm gonna be Granny Squaring it up today. So I'm not leaving this room until I get the 2 remaining Granny Square back pieces for that bad boy right there done and sewn together. I want the back completely finished today, so that way I can put it on and see where it hits me on my arms so I can make cuffs. I would like all that done. Karen from the future, I didn't finish that cardigan, and I didn't even hit my goal. I just wanted you to know. I got the last 2 Granny Squares done, and I got them all sewn together, and then I was like, we're doing this. And then I sewed the right side onto the wrong side. And then I had an existential crisis, and I decided that so I don't get tired and angry, I'm going to put it away for a week, and then we'll revisit it on Saturday. So that's where I'm at. I would like all that done by the end of tomorrow. So tomorrow being Sunday. So this is today's Granny Square. Isn't she lovely? Isn't she? Okay. So this originally had a black border and it was crocheted over, like surrounding the baubles and then around the inner part, making a cross. And I did it, and I will figure out how to insert pictures, probably like right here-ish. And I got 90% finished, and I looked at it and I was like, I hate this. And so I thought, I don't like it, I don't have to keep it. So I yanked it out, and I like this guy better. So this is random, but like, so I'm doing the last Granny Square on my for my cardigan back, and every time I hear start a slip knot, all I think of in my head is, oh, take my time. If you know, you know.
Thank you for the kisses.
Okay, so hi, it's the 7th, and I'm gonna show you. So I had one of my coworkers just pick out a square, and then I made it. Actually, I had 2 coworkers, so I'm gonna do the one that my other coworker suggested tomorrow, because I'm in desperate need of a head bandana. You know, like, I'm actually not supposed to really be wearing my hair up a lot, but I still do. I lost like almost 80% of the hair on my head. Like, I had to cut all of it off. I had like blue hair. I'll find a picture and insert it right here above my roommate's thick mane of hair. Look at this.
Oh, am I in shot?
Yeah. They know you're fun. They know you exist. Mozzarella's hairiness, she gets that from my roommate's side. Definitely not mine. And so, like, my hair's grown back in, but, you know. So anyway, I'm not really supposed to wear it up a whole lot, and I do. So I'm like, what would be fitting and also on par with this challenge? Finding a Granny Square head bandana situation, and I'm going to do it in baby pink and brown, I think. We shall see. So that's the plan for today, and here's the square that my coworker Raven picked out for me to make. So this is really cool. This is just single crochets and chain ones. It takes forever. So this is probably a 5x5, and like this, or this could be mindless crochet, but anyway, hear me out. Like a cream, a goldenrod yellow, a pumpkin orange, and a brown around and around, and then hung up with like tassels would be an excellent tapestry or okay, so I'm gonna make this and I will probably report back to you tomorrow because I got a lot on my plate for today, and by that I just mean my boyfriend's coming over. So okay, so I'm on my lunch break right now and I'm editing my current video, and so my dog, just let her do it, let's see what she does. Mozzarella is a klepto when she feels like she's not getting adequate attention, and I'm just gonna show everybody what she just stole. Because over the past course of the 4 days, she has destroyed a skein of yarn. This one, which I'm trying to salvage. She just took this skein of yarn out. Lene saved it. She stole this. She tried to take this and eat it. Hey, it's Monday. It's the 8th. So, just a brief recap of where we're at. September the 1st. September the 2nd. September the 3rd. The 4th. The 5th. The 6th. The 7th. And I'm about to make today's, so I will show you in just a second. Because of how I want to upload this video, I plan on having it uploaded tomorrow, so I went ahead and I already did Wednesdays. I talked about it a little bit earlier on in this video about the headscarf thing and whatever. Hey! And I made it, and it was a learning process for me. I used the wrong yarn, so I decided to start again with the correct yarn, which is this really flowy cotton that I got. Definitely not, it was pretty, I bought it, it had no purpose, and so I was like, all right, I need this because I need to stop putting my hair up, so we're making one. It's not like a traditional variegated, it's more like an ombre. I think the whole point in this is to make like a shawl or something like that. Anyway, so it was a learning process. At the end, I'll put a picture right here. At the end, like, it turned out cute, but it was the wrong yarn. It was super stiff. I made it out of acrylic. I love this yarn, not I love my yarn, from Hobby Lobby. And after it was complete, I looked at it and I said, I hate this, it's the wrong yarn. So I frogged it, everything except for these squares. So I'm counting the squares as Wednesday's square. Okay, because I don't have a plan for these granny squares, and my roommate and I were talking, and I think it'd be really cool to just sew all of them together and make a huge tapestry for my art office. Anyway, so we've got this boy, whoop, and this boy. So Wednesday, Wednesday the 10th. So these are Wednesday the 10th. So I'm going to make today's, which my coworker picked out. I actually had the rest of my team at work pick a number between 1 and 365. So I know that I have to pick 77, 365. That was my manager's pick, and I bet you it's going to be the hardest one on the entire playlist. And then I can't remember the other one my other coworker picked, but we shall do this. Okay, go team. Okay, so September 8th square is done, and my coworker, I sent the playlist of the 365 by Yarn Utopia, or Fuad Asmat, I think is father-daughter duo. She crochets, and dad is the person who edits and films the videos. And this is like circa 2016. Anyway, my coworker, the playlist wouldn't load for her for whatever reason, so she just picked a number, and it's so gorgeous. Look at that. Popcorn stitches, it's so pretty. Anyway, I'm gonna text message her a picture of it. Hey guys, so it's day number 9, so I do have the granny square complete. And I'm actually not feeling good today, but I did manage to still make it. slightly feverish this morning, so I don't know what that's all about. I am feeling a little bit better, but I'm very tired. The granny square that I made today is I had my team at work pick a number between 1 and 365. So I've already done Raven Square, which is the rainbow one. And I need to give these people code names. Raven has already given me permission to. And then the other square that I did, the one from yesterday, was my coworker friend who I'm making the hot dog for. So this particular one is my manager, her entry, and she also is not feeling good today. So that's why I decided to go ahead and make Fraud Moms first. I thought this was going to be by far the most difficult square because, you know, they start easy, and as the 365 playlist goes on, they get more and more challenging. It was not at all difficult, but it was by far the most patriotic thing I've ever seen in my life. Look how gorgeous. When I was making this, I was singing, "You're a grand old flag, you're a high flying flag," the entire time in my head. And I really like it. It makes me think of my dad. My dad's retired Air Force. If you're watching this, Dad, if you've managed to make it through, thank you so much for your service whilst you were in. And yeah, I love it. I really was excited that Fraud Mom decided to pick this one because my vast majority of these are like brown, which is totally my favorite color. Currently I'm like in my warm phase, my warm era. But I don't really have very much blue or like red, white, and blue, so I love it. It'll look great. If you're interested in seeing next week's, subscribe. And this week the agenda is probably going to be making inventory. I need to make some chickens, bumblebees, candy corns, those kinds of things. My goal is to have 15 things made. So a granny square day, 15 things made. That cardigan, which is now over here. He lives over here. I'm trying to reorganize this office. I don't want to put forth too much effort into decorating and making the space mine because we are not staying here as long-term tenants as previously planned. I think we've got like a year and a half to 2 years more in this house, and then we are out. We're going back home. I plan on doing the cardigan this weekend. I'm actually going to sit in my big comfy chair and get the back sewn together. So I want the rib. I want it done. I want to be able to buy buttons at Michael's on Friday, and I want it done because I cannot allow myself to work on the next big project, which is a sweater vest for Gwen. That's my eldest sister for Christmas until that gets done. And Gwen already knows about it, so it's cool if I talk about it. I told her today because I'm going to need her to come over for measurements and that kind of thing to make sure it fits accurately because Gwen is very, very particular about how things fit her body, which totally understand that same. And then it's on to the next project, the next big project, which I need to get actually started on. And then I have a couple things that I need to make and send to Germany. And then my ugly Christmas sweater. So lots of exciting things. And pew, 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 pew. I'll see you guys back next week.